Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muscle car fans of all ages, all nationalities, all creeds, all sizes, every size and shape. Welcome back to Nick's Garage. We do this live stream every couple of weeks on a Friday night, and we thank you for joining us. Let's go see what's going on in the shop with our friend Nick as I juggle all the equipment and the door. Lots of good stuff in the shop tonight. Big video coming Monday. Thank you for enjoying last Monday's video. There's Mr. Nick. Let's turn on his mic.
Friday night. All right, it's Friday night, live from Nick's Garage. How you guys doing? Anyways, it was just, I want to say a special thank you to Kendall's wife, Kathy, from Detroit, who has made us all these chocolate chip cookies. And every time Kendall comes here, he keeps bringing cookies. Oh, yeah, anyways, I want to give him a big thank you from Detroit. You know, after all, they came from Detroit. And, sorry?
Just trying to fatten you up.
And they also made them gluten-free. Yeah, so I said, you know what, perfect. So
And
I
more than just cookies, there's some amazing chocolate cups in there. I've been.
I know, they're there, and you know where.
Some good stuff.
Go grab one, man, grab one. It goes good with coffee, let me tell you.
Manny's going in. We got a big team here tonight, Nick. You want to introduce
Well, I
everybody?
want to introduce Andre. Tom is my machinist who bores out the blocks and decks the blocks.
Hey,
Hi,
Tom.
guys.
Nico,
There's Nico.
and Tony Maverick.
Hey, how are you guys? How's everybody?
And of
Great
course,
to be here again.
where's Manny?
Manny in the distance.
Okay, yeah, stop eating all those cookies, eh?
Going up.
Slow down on that. Anyways, I was just talking about this car with Maverick. This is a 2002 Camaro. This is the end of an era in Quebec when they used to build these cars not far from here. What, 20 minutes from here?
Yeah, about that, 25 minutes.
25 minutes, and that was the last year, 2002, built in Quebec, right here, not far from Laval here. And of course, they came out 2010, you said?
2010, yeah.
2010, they came back out. And you know, the cars were cheaper in 2010 than when I bought this in 2002. Believe it or
The
not.
one they called the Catfish.
I don't know. This is the LS1, I know that much, and it's a convertible. It's the Z28 package. Sorry?
It makes sense they call it a catfish.
Yeah.
The front end looks like it.
Well, front end, all I know is with an LS motor, it does pretty well.
And it's only got 20,000 kilometers. But now I don't drive it anymore.
Why?
My daughter took over.
Ah, there you go.
I know that feeling. She works too hard to drive it.
Yeah, you know, I got stuck now with my Hellcat and, of course, my Kawasaki Challenger.
That's a rough life, dude.
It is, eh?
That's a rough life.
I know. Well, you know what? I'm going to say.
We better pass the mic to somebody while Nick's got a mouthful.
Imagine retirement at 20,000 kilometers. Imagine that.
Well, we only drive it in the weekends, in the summer only.
Yes.
And, you know, we hardly drive it. It's a rainy day, we don't drive it. Now I brought it here so I could put it in storage for the winter. That's why it's here.
Oh, okay. And it's the first generation of the LS engine, isn't it?
No, it was 98.
No, but
No?
it's the first generation, right?
Yes.
There
It's
it
a
is.
great motor, let me tell you.
Yeah. Build lots of those.
Yeah.
How about you? You like those?
I love those engines, yeah. Even though
And
people
you know-
hate me for saying it, it's the biggest swap for a reason.
Let me tell you something else. You ever
Yeah.
seen the movie Vanishing Point?
Of course.
Okay,
Many a times.
I wanted to say something. You know when the movie starts?
Yeah.
No, the mic I don't need, just for you.
Okay.
I have one right here. Listen to me, listen. You know when they're on the highway after a few minutes when the movie starts?
Yep.
You see two cars cross each other. It's a Challenger, and then you see this black Imperial,
Yeah.
okay? And then that's when it disappeared. It's called Vanishing Point.
Yeah.
It is a 1970 Imperial. It's the same body as this car here.
Right here.
This is a 69 version. Now I got both of these cars under one roof. Paint is black. Let's get on the highway and do the same scene. What do you think?
That would be crazy.
And
that would be
this is
crazy.
also equipped with a 440. This is one we built last year on, Manny, open the hood. Such a big car, man. That's a beautiful car. This is a 1969 Imperial with the 440 engine.
Nick, we could recreate Vanishing Point because we also have a Camaro that we could use as a stunt car.
Whoa, yeah, whoa. Wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It opens from inside. It opens from inside. Hold on, Manny.
That's okay. I'm looking.
You're looking, huh?
You can't miss it. Right foot on it.
Sorry for the chewing, everybody. Nick will finish his cookie in a minute.
I thought that was the brake release.
No.
Look at that.
My God, look how big it's under here.
Wow, that's full.
It is. This is the one we built last year. And let me tell you, installation was not easy.
Electric hideaway headlights.
Oh, yeah.
The best part, I think.
And they work. They work. Everything works.
This is the best part here. The automatic headlight thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, magic eyes.
That's a magic eye. A dimmer switch when you have the high beam on.
That's right.
Awesome.
They brought that out in like 2012 or something again, and they were all proud of it.
Well, they-
Yeah. Little did they know.
It's down in there.
My God.
Electric eye.
Is Bandit watching?
Bandit was on the pre-show chat. I'm sure he's still with us.
Bandit, I'd just like you to know that in my family, thank
ahead.
you. In my family, there was a coin toss to see who gets the Torino.
Oh,
and
no.
my daughter won.
Oh, yeah?
My daughter has the Torino, and the Ranchero went to my son. So the thing is, my daughter's like all happy. She goes, at least this one I can fix, because she figures all she has to do is glue back the bumpers, and it's good to go. She might be doing stripes on it, I'm just saying. But she really loved the car, and yeah, she's not letting go of that one. So if there are any changes to the body with striping, I'll let you know. But thanks again, Bandit. Really appreciate it, guys, for sending that in.
Yeah, if people didn't catch that, that was last week's show. Some beautiful gifts, including some from Mr. Bandit.
Yes.
Thank you, Bandit.
Thanks again.
Souvenirs, eh? You're going to start collecting how I do? I got so many.
Nick, my
Hey,
daughter
just
has,
keep coming in.
She has a GT350 on a pedestal. The Torino's right next to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Bandit
She's-
says you're welcome, Manny.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, thank
I
you.
knew he was on board.
Ah,
we
we count on Bandit.
I know that. I know that. And when we built this engine, Tom, let me tell you, man, it was tight to put it in there.
Yeah,
Air
I guess.
conditioning and everything was so tight.
I guess.
And you know what? I got more coming in. I just, for the new season right now for 23, 24, I got a few more 440s coming in.
Nice.
I got my 440, which I want you to get bored out on the 440, which is the matching number to my Kawasaki Challenger. I got the pistons in stock. Matter of fact, maybe I'll give it to you whenever you want it and get that done. I got a Hemi with a rough bore finish that came in, that belongs to someone here in Quebec. I'll bring you that one. I've
Excellent.
got you that 340 there, which I want to talk about. Some people, like you looked at these cylinder heads,
Yes,
you
I
tell
did.
me what you think in a minute. I want to show you, a client of mine's named Carl brought in a 340 that he bought in pieces here and there, I guess. And he brought in a set of cylinder heads that were graphite painted. They looked like they had a fresh valve job done on them. So I had a lot of dust on them. So what I did is I took apart the wrapping. Then we said, let's take apart the cylinder heads. It looked too nice. Come and see what we got right here.
You got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, so Tom was just looking at him.
Like Nick, from here, they look great.
Oh yeah, sure.
No problem.
Come and take a zoom in on this, George. Zoom in on this.
You're not going to like it, folks.
Oh, look at this.
Especially the exhaust seat there. That's all full of.
Hope you're not
pits.
eating. Oh, dear.
Come on, it's so badly pitted. Even the valve guys are worn out on the exhaust side.
Yeah,
You could have just as good a seal with no valve in there, I think.
I think so.
Wow.
But the guy lapped the valves. They're lapped in, so basically he said, just slap them on and they'll work. But I don't think
You know,
so.
it's a
Tim.
good thing we took them apart because you know what? I say to a lot of people, you bring it in, but I like to see for myself what I've got.
Horrible, horrible.
Oh, dear.
Not only that, we also found sand inside.
Yeah. That was free, wasn't it?
Huh, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what he paid for them, but my job is when I put this engine together, I got to
I
go
mean,
through
even
everything.
that they resurfaced it here, it's all rusted.
Yeah.
And it's both heads like this, eh, guys?
Yeah,
But
I think so.
That's why, you know, that's
Yeah,
why
but that one's
sometimes,
worse.
yeah, that's why sometimes you can't give a price. They tell you, you know what it's cost to build. He brings you a set of heads that he told you already paid for them. They have a valve job done on them. I say, okay. Then you ignore him. Then when he's gone, you start taking apart things, and this is what you find.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes you can't determine a price. And I'm not going to build the engine with this setup where it's all badly pitted and what else. Maybe the valve job was done 30 years ago, and they put it in a humid room and got pitted, rusted. But like I said, it was painted. The rockers were painted, the springs, the retainers, the shafts were painted.
That's a big
Big
bell
no-no.
for me. It's a big no-no, yeah.
That's right.
I mean, when they look too good, you got to take them apart and see what's going on. Even brand new stuff.
Oh, I know. I hear that from a lot of comments from people telling me, Nick, you buy brand new cylinder heads, look through them,
Yep.
take a look, and you know they're never perfect.
Speaking of the comments, Nick, we had a recent comment with a very good question. Somebody's shopping for a Hemi, and they want to know what to look for. What are the big warning signs when you're out shopping for a Hemi?
Well,
When it's too cheap to be true.
yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
one.
When
That's
you
the
buy it
best
cheap, you know, you have to look. You know, first of all, when you buy an engine complete, is it running? Is it not running? Take it apart. Look at it. Look for cracks. Look for any damages, like that Hemi that came in from Toronto that belongs to Jim. He brought it in. He bought the engine, I believe, with the engine exhaust valve that dropped in and then tangled in from one chamber to another. We looked at the block. We bored it out 60 over, which you guys are going to see later on in the engine room. And we got the heads over here. We had them x-rayed, magnaflux, to make sure there's no cracks before we put a couple of inserts and then clean the chambers because they all got mangled up with the valve being smashed between the piston and the chamber, which we were going to go back with the same cast iron heads. So these are things to look forward to. You take it apart. Are all the bolts the same? Is it bored out to the max, 60 over? Are the pistons loose? Look like I've seen blocks that came in from eBay that have been decked a quarter of an inch. Then you take a stock crank, stock connector rod, a stock piston, and the rings are above the deck. What do you do in that case? I had one that the ring was right before the deck. I ended up putting a 240 thou head gasket. Did you hear that? 240 thou head
That's
gasket.
almost a quarter inch.
That's right. I used 4 gaskets, and I used 4 gaskets. This is now trial and error. We had it running on the dyno. It was installed in a car a few years ago, and believe it or not, it's still running.
Wow.
And I told the customer, you want to gamble? We'll gamble. And we did it, and it's still working. Okay, it's a weekend warrior, summer driven only, but it's still working, and I'm really, really surprised. Or, like you said, go find me a block. They're out there. They're not cheap. They're rare, and when you find them, they're not cheap. And then again, you have to travel far. Do you buy it sight unseen? Then you get it. You take it apart. It's a mess. You know, you find bent push rods, 60 over pistons, and they're loose.
Worn out lifter bores,
Yeah.
broken lifter bores,
Yes.
stitches on the side from, let's say, top fuel blocks blowing up,
Yes.
windows
Windows on the
repaired.
block.
Yeah.
With a connector rod came out from the side.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Maybe the best advice is find someone like Nick and take him with you to go look at the Hemi.
Yeah.
You know, I've done that a few times, and people tell me, you know, this is a 6. One guy was telling me, came to show me that's a 6-part block because it's written HP. Okay, could have been a Magnum, 4-barrel. Yeah, but it's a Magnum. It's a 6-pack. No. The blocks are all the same. It's the internals that changes from a 6-pack to a 4-barrel or to a regular. The blocks are all the same. It's the stabbings they put on the deck in the front.
Another thing to check to make sure it's not a 440 crank in there.
Yeah.
Make sure it's 8 bolts on the flywheel instead of 6.
No, it's an 8-bolt on the Hemi.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. Some guys
That-
are using
That's right.
440 cranks in
Yes,
everything.
which you could do.
Yeah.
You've done that. You put a Hemi crank on a 440.
Yeah. That's we did.
And yes, it's the same. It's the same crank, except the Hemi has 8 bolts. That 440, the 446 packs are all 6 bolt, and
How
they're all
many years
Ford
ago
steel.
was that?
Oh,
We did
we
that.
did that 30 years ago. It lasted in a lot of 7,000 RPM shifts with that 440. But you know, back in the day, all these Hemi blocks, people, you got to realize, most of them were used in drag racing applications. They were used in super stocks, stalkers, just like what your brother and your brother are doing. You're racing the things, but back then they didn't have they had heavy pistons. Things used to blow up, so
No.
they had to reuse blocks all over the.
But
all
some
the time.
people, I've learned one thing. Some people like to over rev engines. They think the
Absolutely.
more you rev it, look, I read comments. I'm dyno testing an engine. You see the horsepower runs out at 5,500, 5,600 RPM. And I read comments, guys, some of them are saying, why don't you rev it at $7,000?
For what?
Why?
Make noise?
It's not making any more power, you know?
Want to see it blow up, I think.
No, but you know, I'm just saying what people say, what people have done in the past, and there's a lot of things I've seen in the past that are really throwing away money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Throwing away money.
And another.
See it today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And another thing that I've seen quite common with big block Chryslers and Hemi blocks is once they were using big solid roller cams, big cams, and they have a lot of spring pressure,
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot of lifter bores wear out. So
Or break.
Break.
Our-
It break. Yeah. I
our
have
viewer
both
that
blocks
asked
here.
what to look for, that is a really big one to look at. Look at the lifter
That
bores.
is a block that's been abused. And
Absolutely.
you sure don't want to
No.
go with that.
No question about it.
You know, like the older,
60 over.
you know, the older blocks, I want to say that the older blocks, Andre, is there any way you could pull out that block there? You see that? I want to show some people. Where the lifter bores are, that's filled with thick metal. That was designed for heavy roller camshafts, heavy duty valve springs. On the older Hemis, were like a 440, which is a very thin lifter valley bores, you know, which can really not take that kind of spring pressure. But anyways, that's the reason why they redesigned the block. When they bring it over, we're going to take a look at it.
If
It's
too
a big,
much, we can go over
it is a big difference.
We can go over there.
Nico said something before.
You want to take a look
Yeah, we'll come over
Bring
there.
it. Can we go over there, George?
You bet.
Well, we have to turn it over. I want to show the. We're going to need a light on this one. Just flip it over. I want to show the lifter boards compared to a 440, or should I say?
Okay, I'll put it standard.
Yeah, and this is a brand new block. There it is. Stand it up. Take a look. George, go see where the lifter boards are. There we go.
Look at that.
Come here. Show them, Maverick. Show them. See how
how
thick it is?
See how much meat is around here? Because that's where they take a lot of the beating, especially with big solid roller cams for super stock
The
or
old style stuff, there was all empty here, and it was very thin here, and they used to break here, wear out here from all the big spring pressure. There was a lot of stuff that was done to these blocks that the old blocks were very weak. So all the weak points were strengthened. The walls on the side here, on the outside, are a lot thicker. There's a lot more meat everywhere.
And
It's just a way better block than they used to.
it is. And if you guys wanted to know, this is a block that was designed to be built as a 528, 540 cubic inch, depending what crank you put in it. It's a very strong block. They were designed to handle easy 2,000 horsepower, heavy-duty rockers, heavy-duty valve springs, roller cam, whatever you want. This is filled with metal. I'll show you later the difference with a regular 440 or all the 440s. And the older Hemis were all the same. They're not like this.
And the oil passages are
Yes,
different too, right?
this was also designed for external oil and also dry sump. So this is a block, a mega block. This is a great block. But
block.
question is, right now, I'm looking for another one for another client that wants to build one in Florida, which I just got a letter today. And before I could say anything, I need to find one of these before I build them one from scratch, because they saw this video on building a brand new Hemi from scratch, all brand new pieces from one of my clients, which he has everything here, right here, brand new. But until I find a block, I cannot say anything. And by the way, our 528 Hemi on display right here is the exact same block as this one here. Exact same thing.
Heavy duty.
Yep.
If you
And
come
it's-
on the side, George, I'll show you what they did on the outside.
Go ahead.
Gonna rotate. There we go.
You see here, these bumps here? Before the old Hemis, you see they added all
straight
this
line.
material
Yeah.
to strengthen the outside, because they used to crack here. The windows would be over here. So everything is, I mean, they made the Hemi bulletproof, basically.
This is a great block to have.
Yep, excellent block.
Excellent. Now, if you find one of these, buy it. If you find it brand new like this, buy it.
Yep, run.
Or
But then
tell
again-
Nick and he'll buy it.
Or don't buy. Like I've seen some Hemis that came in here from eBay, and let me tell you, boy, oh boy, I sure don't want to go there. They're really, really sad cases, let me tell you. But anyways, it is what it is. But or if you don't want to build a Hemi, build a 440. We got a lot of them around. Here, let me show you now the lifter valley of a older Hemi and 440, which are identical.
yeah, it's over here in the engine room.
No, right here. This is a 440 that's ready to be installed into, take this one here, take the bike on this one, Maverick. Sure. This belongs to Dan from Northern California. And I'm just waiting for the car to come in and get it installed and get it going. This is one I'm hoping to have ready by hopefully February, March. I'm just waiting for the car to come in from the body shop. And here's a 440 in the old style Hemi lifter boards. Look at that. There's no metal in between and it's thin bores. So this is a typical old Hemi 440s, all identical.
And on the side there, you can see the difference.
Yeah,
in the
this
block.
is straight. You see? There's no meat.
Straight, there's no meat, it's all flat.
That's right. That's why I tell people, when you build a 600 horsepower 440, you know what? It might hold, it might not hold, depends how much you use it, race it. And I've seen two of them come back because of that. They don't hold 600 horsepower. They were not designed for 600 horsepower. The block which you've seen back there, that one is designed for 2,000 horsepower. That one, you could put compression, blowers, turbos, superchargers, nitrous, you name it, you can do it with that block. This one here, I don't know.
Well, the problem with the 440s is they're 2-bolt, right? So when you go over 600 horsepower, the mains,
Yeah,
the
they
caps,
walk.
they walk.
They walk, yeah.
And after a while, they walk a little bit much, and they go, okay, see ya. And
They
everything
take a
goes
walk.
south. Yeah, they take a walk.
But you know what, Tom, I've been building a lot of engines lately. I got to admit, they're all cruisers now. Nobody's looking for a race engine and go crazy like my brother. My brother's running a Stalker. That's a different engine. And of course, he's going 8,000 RPMs. We're trying to make power on it, but That's my only race engine I got here. But everything else, like this one here, they're all looking for basic, good, decent horsepower 440s like my Kowalski Challenger. 400, 430, 440 horsepower. If I get that, they're happy.
Yeah.
This is Dan. This is the one that belongs to the other Kowalski Challenger right here.
Yeah.
If you really want to build a good engine, like the RBs, you use a 400 block.
Stroke it.
And you stroke it, put steel caps. They can take a lot more power because there's a shorter deck. It's a little bit stronger. I think the 72 was the best one.
And they have very thick main webs where the
Yeah,
main
exactly.
cap saddles sit.
Yeah, and if you add up the billet caps, then,
Even
you
better.
know, yeah.
So
Even
you
better.
like this? You like the 400 block?
Yeah, of course. Better than the 440 for sure.
And you know what? You
4
build it-
horsepower.
That's right. And you build it as a stroker, paint it orange, put it in, and tell people it's a regular 383.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not a 440, but it's a 440. Right here, you can see it's very thick. A 383 just has a notch here.
Yep.
A 440, I'm sorry, a 383 and a 400 are identical. This is the RB block when it's filled in with metal. If you guys take a good look here, you'll see it better. Right there. See it? 413, 440,
426.
426 heavy, it's all of that. But when it comes to the 333, 440, and the 361, they're all identical. So that's one good thing about the 400. Build it strong, stroke it out, whatever, make good power, and just call it a basic 383.
Speaking of strokers, Nick, there was a beautiful stroker on our channel just this Monday,
Yes, right here.
and it's already back in the car.
Yeah, it's back in the car. This is the stroker we built. This is, Jeff, when he bought this car, they told him it was a 408 stroker. Then what he told me is take off the engine, put on the dyno, and see what kind of power it makes.
Gorgeous car.
Yeah.
It's a 74 CUDA. This is from Ontario.
She's a little dusty now, folks, but it's beautiful.
It belongs to Jeff and Heather from Ontario.
The engine is not dusty.
No, we just installed it last week. I'm thinking of replacing the starter because it's not common for me to build a Chrysler and it has a scratchy noise on it.
It's so loud, too,
It
the
is.
scratchy noise. It's
It
not
is.
just a squeak. It's
Like,
a
you know
scream.
what?
Just the starter.
And you know, when we put on the dyno, as I was saying earlier, we put on the dyno, didn't make any power. It's got elder block heads and a Perform RPM intake manifold, big 4-barrel, and we weren't making power. So then he told me, Nick, and the worst part of it is when it warmed up on idle, we only had 10 pounds of oil pressure. So he told me, Nick, tear it apart and build it. When we took it apart, it was not even a 408 stroker. It was just a basic cast crank 360.
Counterfeit.
Counterfeit. This is the one. And then, of course, we took it all apart. We got new pistons, rods, crank, and, of course, an oil pump. And then we built it all up, and now it's perfect.
The
Oil
real
pressure.
big deal.
Yeah, this is Hemi power. This is the one that we have it on last Monday's video, no, George?
That's right. If you didn't catch it yet, folks, go give it a look.
This one under 5,400 RPM made 428 horsepower, 493 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM.
You know what?
That is great.
And I looked at the video and looked at the dyno runs, and I was amazed at the torque curve, how flat it was. It came in early, it stayed all the way up. That was impressive.
I'll tell you what was
Because-
impressive in a minute.
You'll never guess what the viewers are saying, Nick.
What?
Start it up!
Yeah, but I have to, okay, I'll start her up, but you guys have to ignore the sound of the starter because I want to replace the starter. We also shimmed it, and it still does not make any difference. I've also installed an SF5 flywheel, which is steel billet, which is better because we don't have a scatter shield. So anyways, I'll start her up. You guys will hear it.
There we go. Let me grab that mic and I'll go get some exhaust noise.
You do that, George.
There you go, Manny. Let me be useful for a change. Manny on the mic. Nick on the ignition.
Yes, sir. And you know, that's not common on a Mopar. It's got a beautiful idle, eh? Cool, eh? At 74 with that kind of power, not bad.
Sounds fantastic.
But I want to tell the viewers one thing. Manny, you were not here.
I was not here.
You were not here. The night I stayed here to install the engine one night with Milad. When I installed that engine with the headers,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to be here. You,
Headers?
you
I
did
never
not
want to be here when this
No,
one
no. This car has headers, and it was not an easy installation. We had to remove steering, torsion bars, pitman arm, just about everything. And believe me, I wasn't happy.
Headers.
I was not happy.
Headers.
Headers. It is headers. But it's all done. It's ready to go. Now I like the Manny. I just want to show the engine. I want to show it with George. George, we're going to bring the light up in a second, okay?
I can see pretty well.
Yeah? Okay. This is a 360 stroker to a 408 cubic inch. Here we go. Now it's on the title. The choke is off. You bored this one out too.
Awesome,
It
man.
sounds good in the back, eh?
Yeah, which one haven't I bored up?
Well, you got a lot. You've done them all anyways. No, have you ever seen so many 440s?
Yeah, with you.
I can't believe myself how many 440s are here. One after the other. And you know what? There's more coming in.
Yeah.
There's more coming in.
Keep them coming.
And I never realized how many 440s are out there. And I keep getting emails and comments telling me, Nick, we're going to bring in a 440. So now is the time of season. Now winter's coming. Now we start bringing them in.
time,
It is the best time.
It gets quieter in the machine shop
Yeah.
in the winter.
Okay?
From spring to fall, it's very, very busy. So,
Perfect.
I mean, I try to get them as fast as I can.
No, you do a good
But-
job on that. Anyways, we're gonna bring you in that 340, and of course that brand new Hemi block with the rough board finish. And then I got another 440. Then I got my 440. You did the 354 Hemi 1956,
Yeah,
which
that
I'm
one's
gonna
ready too. It's been decked.
which I'm gonna pick up.
Oh, I'm dying to see that one.
That one there, he just finished decking the block and also boarded out.
The
19,
Grandpa Hemi.
1956 354.
Yeah.
And there's the cylinder heads right here, right there.
What's the older one? 331, I think.
Yeah, the older one was 331. You can shut it down, Nico. You can
Yeah.
shut it down, please.
We're starting to cry.
Yeah. And you can shut the lights too.
There we go. Well, we can still think.
And you know, and then we have these.
Costumes are good, no?
Here's another 340 we got to send out very soon. Tom, if you want, you can take it with you tonight.
I got my Civic.
Here's another one. This is a standard bore, and we have to take it apart. It's pretty roughed up. Anyways, we're gonna bore it up to 20 over. I got you the pistons. I got the order the rings, but I'm not gonna order the rings. I want to see because the cylinders are slightly rusty.
Okay.
So if you can't go 20 over, you have to go 30 over. Then I'll get another set of pistons.
Okay.
And that is the reason I did not order the piston rings.
No problem.
So that's yours. Then you got the other Hemi to do, and then I got the other 440 back there. And what else? My 440. Yeah, we got quite a few lined up.
Good.
We got news on Old Leaky coming on Monday. We're not gonna
Oh,
tell
yes.
You what happened.
Everybody's asking, where is that 3D3? Well, tell you what, I'm not going to say much. You guys stay tuned for Monday night. It's not here. I don't know what's happening. You guys watch Monday night's video and take it from there. So stay tuned.
Let's just say Nick's finished with it.
You know what? I've changed the seal 4 times. I've put the engine on the dyno 4 times. And then I'm not going to say what happened after that. I want you guys to stay tuned for Monday night and take it from there.
Boy,
Okay?
Be a great show.
Either you threw it in the river or you threw it in the car. One of those two. Tune in and find out.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's true. You guys will find out Monday night.
Nick,
Here's another 440 Tommy you did. The Charger 500 from Texas. Yeah. Yes, sir.
this is
Yeah.
for the windage tray, right? From the
Yes,
the factory?
that's the A engine windage tray. All the high performance 340s have that.
Okay.
Because the 4 little screws hold in the windage tray.
On the
It's not
top.
like a big block Mopar which bolts on
yeah.
with the oil pan screws, you know.
Okay.
And then we have another Hemi from Ontario that belongs to Jim in Ontario, Toronto. Come and see it over here.
I like Hemis.
Hemi.
This is the one you just bored out, Tom.
Hemi's,
We
know Hemis very well.
Here it is. This is the original Hemi, not the new block. Look at this. Just like a 440. If you take a look inside, look at it. Just like a 440.
Yeah.
You know, the new block's a lot stronger than that, but this
With
is...
the big roller
These have
rock.
cute little faces.
yes, just like a 440, same thing. But this is a genuine block from 66 to 71, a street Hemi. This is what they were. And there's a new set of pistons we got.
And here's the
Look at that. They're so
normal
nice.
sides here.
Check it out, eh? Yeah, you see that? It's like a 440 straight.
Yeah, you
See it? It doesn't have that extra
Reinforcement,
material.
Doesn't have that little bumps everywhere to reinforce the cylinders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
beef.
And then again, these were not made for 2,000 horsepower.
the big slugs.
Here's the big slugs. Yeah, we got some. This is the block. This is the Hemi that had the valve that bounced from one cylinder to another.
Yeah.
How did you know what they used to call me on my high school football team? The big slug.
Yeah, and we're using factory connect. The big slug, and we're using factory connector rods. It's gonna be a street car, but what freaks me out is the intake manifold. It's gonna be a cross wrap. It's gonna be a hydraulic roller cam in this block. Not crazy cam, but we don't want to abuse it. This is a nice clean block. We bored it 60 over. It's got no sleeves. It's got no decking. It's beautiful. I love it the way it is. And we're gonna build it as a street engine.
That's what I did notice, that it's in good shape to
It
begin
is.
with.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to see the intake manifold that's going on, it's something we had for a 440 max wedge.
Yes.
But this is a Hemi right now, which you saw over there. Come,
Yes.
come and show the viewers. Come on over. Right here. I'm not gonna go get it, but I'll show it to my viewers right here. There it is, cross ram.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna take that apart.
That's
Super
gonna be
stock
wild.
cross ram.
There it is.
Can't wait to see that on the dyno.
Sounds sweet.
Matter of fact, I got a few Hemis. I got 5 Hemis right now sitting in my shop. 5. Here,
Piece of machinery.
yeah, here's a Hemi right here.
I mean here.
This one belongs to Michael in Pennsylvania. This is a brand new 426 block. Then I got another spare Hemi there that belongs to my brother. That's a backup.
Back up, Hemi.
That's right. And then I got the Hemi there that belongs to the guy that, what's his name? Actually, I never got his name. Richard. It's one of Richard's friend. That's a Hemi. Then I got the Hemi from Toronto. And let's go see what's on the dyno. Here, Hemi. I don't think you've seen more Hemis in one place here
I
in
think this
Quebec.
is Hemi Central.
Is it? 440 Hemis.
Absolutely.
Maybe we're going to have more Hemis than 440s lately. Here's another 6-pack, which are waiting for the Black Diamond to come in. Look at that. That was another one you did.
Yep.
This one was pretty good. This one made about 430 horsepower.
And
It's a-
yes, the Black Diamond is coming in.
It's coming in, you guys.
Lots of people asking.
You know, we finally got the windshield in and the molding, so they had to fit the roof, but they wanted to put the windshield on temporarily to make sure when they weld the roof in place that everything's going to fit perfect after.
And then this.
See, this is another one, just a cruiser.
Yeah.
And then I have an edge on the dyno, which I did not get ready to start yet, but let me show it off anyways.
Speaking of Hemis,
Speaking of Hemi,
Hemis.
let's go.
Speaking of Hemi intakes, Tommy, you've done so many of those, eh?
Yeah. Super stockers. Those are the newer ones, though. Yeah. The old ones were one
here's
piece.
another
The
Hemi.
newer Mopar ones are 3-piece.
Now this Hemi, we run at 7,500 RPM. And my brother usually finishes at the finish line at 8,000 RPM. So we do some R&D on this one. We're not done yet. We got the whole winter to play with it. It's got cast iron heads, and it runs as a stocker in NHRA with factory carburetors, factory cylinder heads,
Flat top
factory
it.
flat top it, hydraulic, stock intake, and maximum 60,000 oversized, and factory rockers. You know, not much.
Factory compression.
Factory compression, 10.25, 10.5, the most 10.4, something like that. Factory carburetors, and there's a lot of modifications you can't read, you cannot do. So you have to read the rule book. And nowadays, from now a couple of years ago, you could use aluminum heads. So we're experimenting between cast iron and aluminum. So we're not done yet. So we got the whole winter to practice on it.
It's good.
Nick Bandit was asking for you to show the 528 Hemi. Bandit, you must have gone to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We just
wait,
showed it.
wait. You want to see the 528? We don't have the. You know what? I got tired of covering the Hemi because every time we have visitors in the shop, everybody wants to see it. So we keep taking the cover off. I wish I had it pulled out, but you know what? It's kind of dark. Let's go show it.
We should get it plastic wrapped like Grandma's old couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's from the 70s.
Let's go check that out.
I got a question to
Yes, go ahead.
for our viewers also.
Yeah.
Didn't we do a video about 2 years ago? You had a cast iron head versus an aluminum head on the same engine?
On a Hemi.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Didn't
done
you
on that
have-
Hemi. I
We
did
had
for
one, right?
Boston. Yeah, the cast iron heads made more power.
The cast iron.
Yeah.
Is that
All we
because
did
it
was
holds?
all we did was switch the heads on the dyno.
That's right. It holds more heat in the chambers,
Yeah,
right?
it made about 10 more horsepower on cast iron heads. That was a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the question is, with the extra weight, ruin those 10 extra horses, or was the extra power worth the extra weight?
If that was my car, my engine, I'd go with the aluminum heads.
Yeah.
For the reason saving 100 pounds up in the front end,
There you go.
and also better handling.
And 100 pounds equals 1/10.
That's right.
And thanks for mentioning one of our classic videos from the back there, Mr.
Maverick.
Mr. Maverick, sorry, I'm blanking. I'm not sleeping well these days.
It's okay.
No, the mouse
It's
fell
all
asleep
good.
at the wheel.
But yeah, thanks for mentioning that video, and go and check it out, everybody, if you want to see it. Aluminum versus cast iron on the dyno.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
All we did was switch the heads, put back the same carburetors, same cam, same motor, same day on the same dyno, same
remember.
headers and all.
I remember it vividly.
You remember, right?
Yeah, because it was such an
wa-
informative. It was such an informative video. The same thing with the ones with the cast iron manifolds versus headers.
That was surprising on the 528.
That would blew my mind.
Me
How
too.
The heck, in a 528 cubic inch, you put manifolds, you figure it'd kill it, right?
My brother
It
didn't. My brother didn't believe it either.
Like,
You know what happened? We ran the 528 here. We made what, six? I think it was
640.
It
was
the
640.
horsepower.
Yeah.
It was a hydraulic flat tappet cam with lots of vacuum, pump gas, and I think it made 620 horsepower with the headers. Then when we put the manifolds on back to back, we lost 6 horsepower. We lost like about 20, 25 foot-pounds of torque, manifolds versus headers. But we lost about 6 horsepower on headers versus manifolds. On a 528, not a 426. We're talking about a big motor here.
Yeah.
And after all, we left exhaust manifolds on the engine, which is on display in my shop on a 528.
Awesome.
Must have
I
been a
can't wait
mild
to see
cam,
you put
though.
that in the car.
Hey?
Must have been a mild cam.
It is a mild cam. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And there's a smooth idle. It runs on pump gas. It's got lots of vacuum for power brakes. It's ready for installation. It's got the 4-speed. It's got the piston grip. It's got the K-member, oil pan, carburetors, air cleaner. Come, let's show it off. I'm sure a lot of viewers want to see it.
Bandit wants to see it, that's for sure.
Okay, let's show it off.
Mr. Bandit.
If only we had a strong light. Can you get the light from the first bench, Nico? Sure. Here. You guys want to talk about Hemis? There's one right here. I got to move the table here. Yeah.
Is he going to bring all that out?
With the shifter, the whole kit and caboodle.
This is what you call a complete e-body installation. Plug and play. You got the
Needs air
external
in the
cable,
tires. It's
you
fine.
got the harness, carburetors, fuel pump, power steering pump, K-member, steering box, starter, alternator, battery cables, everything. Look, pistol grip, transmission, shifter, just name it. And after all, when it's a 4-speed car, you get a Dyno 60 on that. But let me give you some details on this. Here it is. This is the 528 that we had it going with the manifolds versus headers. This is it.
Look at that, it's bell crank here.
Everything.
Yeah,
Steel
but the way the
flywheel.
manifolds are shaped, they're basically headers. They're all flowing the same way.
That's right. That's right. Especially this side. And we use the factory carburetor 625 CFM. I use the 7071 valve covers, PCV valve connected. We run an electronic distributor, and it's got the aluminum cylinder heads from Mopar Performance, and starters in place, bell housing, clutch, flywheel, fork, transmission, shifter rods, piston grip, and of course, with the dry shaft, this is what you get at the end,
The beautiful Dyno 60.
right here. This is also made for an e-body with a 354 ratio, right here. So this is a direct bolt in, you guys. So anybody with an e-body out there and does not have a drivetrain, give me a call.
Now look at the inspection marks are even there.
Everything.
This is amazing too.
Plug and
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
plug
battery
and
cable.
play.
You can't find that.
Hey, that's not cheap. That's for Hemi only, yeah?
Yeah.
Starters in place and all.
Nick,
Heat
I wanna
tubes.
see you put this in a car one day.
You know what? I thought of putting it in my Kowalski Challenger one time, but you know what? For being a matching number and it's a U code, I will never put a Hemi in my car. It's going to stay the way it is. And I'm going to build that 440 matching number engine when Tom gets it bored out. And then I'm going to put it beside the car, detailed just like this 528 Hemi. Exactly.
It's too bad you don't have that black Challenger you had.
Oh, that
That would
was
have been nice.
that was a car built with white gloves. White gloves. It was awesome. Alexandra. That was the
Alexander
nickname.
the Great.
Yeah. Anyways.
Alexandra, come home so
Yeah.
we can put this in you.
That car, I sold that car to someone in London, England, and right now, early this summer, Someone bought it. I forgot his name. Bought it, and it's in Edmonton, Alberta.
It's getting closer. It might make its way back here.
And also, I built a convertible Challenger, black also, red interior, 383 matching number, also sold in Edmonton, Alberta. And now both these cars are side by side with two friends, two buddies that own both of them, and I've got pictures of them. These are both cars that are built by me. Both black, both red interiors, one hardtop with a shaker 6-pack, 4-speed, and the automatic 383, all matching number, convertible.
Both
And they're
badass.
both detailed cars.
Perfect.
And they're viewers of ours that watch them, that have them in Alberta.
What was the other one you had, a Hemi? The red one?
The
right?
silver one and the red one.
And the
I
red
built
one.
quite a few Hemis, yeah. Yeah.
My favorite, the red Challenger.
The red Challenger.
Yeah.
That was our street secret terrorizer after the Hemi Cuda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that Hemi Cuda for 27 years on the street. Yeah.
Don't street race anymore.
No. Too many cars in the street. We don't do that anymore.
Do it safe at the track,
dangerous,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to go racing? Stay to the track.
Plus, the cars are too strong now. Everybody's got 900 horsepower.
You know, I tell people, you know, like we used to street race. You know, so when we used to street race, there were less cars, bigger roads, less, you could have, those days you had roads that led to one place. You had no intersections. Today, a lot more cars. Cars are a lot faster. Technology, older cars are faster. The new cars are faster. Yeah, that's right. And then you get into a main road that used to be from the highway to the airport, would be a road going straight to the airport on the back of the airport. And nowadays you go to that road, not like 25, 30 years ago we did, or 40 years ago. Now there's a whole bunch of intersections. So that is the reason we don't street race
speed
anymore.
bumps.
Sorry?
And speed bumps. They
And
preserve.
speed bumps, you name it.
Potholes.
Potholes too, that's more common today.
You had to say that, huh?
Yes, that's true. All right.
What really ruined
There
it
it
a
is.
lot is the cell phones.
It
As soon as
is.
people had cell phones, everybody would call, there's going to be a race, let's go over here. And everybody, 8,000 people would show up to the race.
Yeah, you better believe it. Well, you know what? When it comes to street race, everybody wants to see
Let's
one.
cover this little baby up.
Cover it up for me, Tony, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. And here's my Kowalski.
She is.
Just came back from New York. We had a nice Bridgehampton show there, and I had it on display. There were mostly foreign cars there, and not too many American cars, but mine was there. And if you would have entered into the golf course, there was a big billboard right at the entrance. Of course, the owner of the golf course loves the Dodge Challenger, Kowalski, which is also his favorite car, his also favorite car movie. He had a big billboard at the entrance of the golf course of Vanishing Point. And of course, I had my car on display at the golf course. And what a great time we had. And here it is. Yeah, there it is, at the bridge.
Awesome sauce.
It is. It's
That was the
awesome.
poster that was out front, eh?
That's right. There-
Full-size billboard, not just a poster.
No, it was a
Full-size
big billboard.
Like the old days.
And I was at the bridge. And let me tell you, what a beautiful place. Yeah. What a beautiful place. Yeah, that's
Thank you,
something.
Mr. Rubin, for inviting Nick. He
Thank you.
enjoyed it. Very
Invitations only.
Yes, sir.
That was really nice.
Yes, sir.
And I should say thank you, Bob, Shamin, Jeffrey, and everybody who was involved there. Had a great time. I met so many guys from the security. It was great. It was a show or an event I've never seen before.
Didn't you say that the golf course used to be a racetrack?
Yes, that golf course used to be a racetrack. Bridgehampton was a famous racetrack. That is where Paul Newman and Mario Andretti. Oh, there it is. Yeah, but where Paul Newman, Mario Andretti met for the first time and became friends, and also I think teamed up.
But
Yeah.
didn't you tell me the last Trans Am race was held?
Yes, and I believe at the racetrack, I have the calendar right there, what George is showing off right now. If you take a look, there's one with Mont Tremblant, and of course, Bridgehampton in June 1970. There it is.
That's all the other ones.
That is special, unique poster. That's, I've had that over 40 years, and I have no idea where I got it from. I think I got it from Carlisle,
Probably.
probably.
My opinion, Nick,
Yes.
the Challenger TA 1970 is the baddest muscle car ever.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite
Especially
car.
the hood.
And don't forget, what's my first muscle car? 70 Challenger.
70 Challenger.
33. Not bad, eh? Me, yeah, I love
That
it.
car went all over. That car went all over the
loved it.
place. But the baddest one, bar none, is that.
You know,
Challenger.
someone said something
TA.
before. Nico said something. In Vanishing Point,
Yeah.
we had the Challenger, which we have here. We had the Imperial,
Right
which is
behind
right
us.
here at the crisscross. And of course, the car that went to the bulldozers, Camaro.
Camaro.
I say we wouldn't do
Okay, it wasn't a 67, this is a 69. But that was a Camaro that they put through the bulldozers.
Of course.
67 Camaro, and I believe that was a 327 car. Okay, they took the drivetrain out of it, the motor and the tranny, and then they pulled it with a cable right through the bulldozers.
Smash-o.
Yeah, well, back then they didn't value the cars as we value them today.
I know,
It
and
was just a pedestrian car.
Chrysler rented them out to Fox Studios to make the movie, $1 a day.
Really?
And then they crushed all the other. Then they had 5 cars. They crushed them all, and they were never sold to the public.
Can you imagine how many people walked out of that movie and went straight to their Dodge dealer, though? Like,
Yeah.
I need that car. Come
Yep.
on.
And what did they do? Go buy a Dodge Challenger.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. And it's the same thing that happened with Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah. and
Trans
any
Am
car.
was, it was popular. But after that movie, everybody and their dog wanted a 77 Trans Am back in
Yeah,
the
there's
day.
a lot of movie cars. Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters. The Batmobiles. There's so many. Look, we have Christian with the Mad Max. Drives it every day. Yeah. As a matter of fact, he was here yesterday with the car. Anyways.
Drives the hell out of it, too.
Yeah, and he drives it everywhere. Toronto, Niagara Falls.
He's Niagara Falls right now.
Right now he's in Niagara Falls. That's right. He drives it.
Yeah.
And people give him thumbs up wherever he goes.
of course.
They look at the car and they go, look at this guy with a blower on the top. It's a freaky car, man.
It is. It looks exactly like the one in the movie.
Yes, yes, it does.
Rolling down the highway and seeing that though.
And the best part, he keeps it dirty, just like in the movie.
Yeah.
Like Kawasaki should be dirty.
Yeah.
You know, my car's too clean. It's too clean. I keep it clean. I don't know why.
Needs a little bit of barbed wire.
It needs barbed wire. It needs dents on the side. It's too clean, so it's not the real thing.
It's
The real thing should be dirty.
When he took delivery, it was clean.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And
It
even
is,
Chrysler
it
had
is.
the first self-driving car called Christine.
That's right. Self-driven.
ahead of their
I'd have to be a Chrysler product, eh?
Self-healing
There was a black car that was called
Shoot.
the movie was called The Car. What car was that?
It was a Lincoln.
As Lincoln?
Mark
Mark
IV, heavily.
Oh, yeah. That was a Lincoln. That's right. And it drove on its own, too.
Yeah.
He used to go and
used to
terrorize.
kill people, yeah.
Yes. Crazy movies those days, man. Crazy movies. It was crazy, man. Anyways,
You have to be old.
it was
We're
great.
just passing the 50-minute mark.
Okay.
You want to read any texts?
Yeah, let me read some chats. Let me get my glasses. Okay, here. If anybody's asking, yes, we got a 1982 L82 Corvette here. We're doing a front suspension work on it. And we're changing coil springs, tie rods, ball joints, control on bushings. Everything's dried up. So this is a one job that's it's going to take a while to get done. Yeah, that's the height. The 4 corners are not equal. Look, the 2 front are not equal, and the 2 rear are not equal. So we taped them up, and we're hoping after we change the coil springs in the front that the car goes straight in place. Yeah, you see, we took it all apart. So we have a lot of work on this one to do.
Awesome.
L82. There it is, right here. There it is.
Yes, Nick works on Chevys,
Yep, small block Chevy.
but he will put a Challenger fender guard on them.
Yeah, that's typical me. All right, let's go read some chats.
And we got to put our amazing subscribers to work tonight. We're putting out a call for a very special piece of equipment we're looking for.
I'm looking. I am out looking. Here we go.
Here's the specs, people.
You
Listen
guys, I'm out looking.
up. If you're in Texas, put your
Yes.
ears on.
You guys, I've got Eugene who's looking for a 6-liter LS motor from my 03 Silverado GMC, right? Silverado?
Yeah.
If anybody has one, the serial number should have a U code in it, in the VIN number. And if anybody has located one of these engines, which is a 6-liter LS, 03 Silverado 2003, please contact me here on our channel so I could call Eugene upon looking for it. And he's in Texas, he's looking for that. And if you guys have one and you know of anyone for sale, give us a call, send me an email, and we'll pass it on to Eugene.
You can find my email address in the About section. You can find Nick's email address by Googling Indie Auto.
That's right.
If you do send an email, please put, Eugene's Motor in the subject. So
That's
we know
right.
what you're talking about.
That's right.
Include the word Eugene's Motor and we'll know you're talking about it.
Yes.
He has found them in other locations, but they're way too expensive to ship. So we're hoping for one in the Texas area,
Yeah, near Austin, Texas.
near Austin, if you could.
I can't believe they don't have that in the scrapyard.
No, but he's gonna look around. He found some, but they're far away. Now we're giving the word of if anybody can help, I appreciate it. We
There we
will
go.
appreciate it.
Help out Eugene. Keep
That's-
that 03 alive. I've got an 03, but it's not as cool as a Silverado.
That's right. Okay, here's the chats, man. They're gonna come up. Here we go. All right. Hey,
Here's your
bandits. The Paramount Hub Worldwide. Hold on, Nick. Incoming. Where's that? Metal Art Customs here. Mark III, 97 Licking when I was 16. Love the 460, but I believe that's the only Ford I own and I drove with my shop. I've owned a lot more and restored self Fords. He's a Ford man. Darren, what's happening? That shouldn't be too hard to find in Texas. Well, we'll look around. We'll see what we can do.
We're sure hoping so.
John says hello from Quebec City. Oh, Mark Hammer.
Hey, Chief.
Chief.
The
Fire department. That's a fire department.
fire
We,
department.
we got his flag right here from Kansas, right?
I believe that's correct.
That is correct. Okay.
Don't ask
Hi,
me. I'm on
Darren.
back medication today. That's why I'm so zoned out, folks.
Oh
Sorry.
boy.
Dr. Go, third generation Mopar man, over 25 Mopars in the family history. Dr. Do from Wausau, how you doing? I should say from Wisconsin. Thank you.
We almost had some of Dr. Go's cocoa tonight, but then we went for coffee instead.
That's right. And the bandit says thanks for showing off the 5218 Beast.
You're welcome, Bandit.
Key says hello from Nebraska. Awesome show. Stefan said, hey, Nick, you remember Kit? Yes, 1982 Camaro, the black Camaro.
No, it was
a
a
Firebird.
Firebird, that's right. It was a Firebird. It was a Firebird, buddy, not a Camaro.
Fire chicken.
Scott says hello from Pennsylvania. Darren, good show. Nick, love those Hemis. Yeah, there's a lot of Hemis around here. Hello from Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. Thank you, Clint.
Yeah. Happy Friday the 13th. Jim here from Sarnia.
Sarnia, Ontario.
Hi to Manny, Nico, Robert, me, and of course George. George.
Hey there, folks. While you mentioned me, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been donating to our American Red Cross fundraiser. The number has jumped up during the show to nearly $600.
Wow.
Thank you so much, folks. The
forgot.
American Red Cross
Yeah,
does amazing
great.
work all over the world.
Question for
90%
Tom on the
volunteer
line
force.
board
The
blocks.
money goes to a great cause.
The
Thanks for
crank went up
donating.
in the block.
Okay, let's see. Question for Tom. When you line bore a block, does that make the crank move up in the block? I don't think so.
All depends how much the line bore has to be done.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the caps. If you get steel billet caps, you might have to, yeah, it will. But all depends, like usually if you have to line bore, the block's in pretty sad shape. Usually we line hone. So if you have to line bore, then the block's in pretty bad shape. It means it's spun really bad. Because line bores are, I mean, I do line bores, but not as often as line hones. So yes, the question, if you do a line bore, yes, the crank will move more. I don't know if Chrysler sells timing chains for when you do a line bore. Or shorter
Yeah,
chain.
not Chrysler, aftermarket. Yeah, they're
Aftermarket?
slightly shorter to make up for that.
I know they make them for Chevys because I've
Yes,
done
they
quite
do.
a few, but
Yes, they do.
wasn't sure about Mopars.
How does that affect the oiling issues?
No.
Leaky cranks.
No, that's where the rear seal sits in the back. That see when you line board a crank, the crank has a movement,
Yeah.
not the cavity where the seal sits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another story.
This has been a big discussion. In
There's
the
been a
comment
big
section.
discussion. Stay tuned for Monday.
That's it.
Check it out on Monday.
Anyway, Bob also mentioned, Bob Fay, I saw that earlier, said, I thought that the 68 Dodge Dart was my favorite.
Hello,
I do-
Dana.
I do love the 68 Dodge Dart. Yes, it is one of my favorites, but I'm just saying the baddest muscle car, the look on it, that 70 TA is got to be number
TA
one.
Challenger?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing like it.
Nick, you worked on one exactly like the one in your poster.
Yes, I
There's
did.
even a picture of it.
We had 3 in the family.
Wow.
3 TA Challengers.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so many going on. Hi, everyone. Gary says hello to everybody. Louis Katz from Australia.
Nobody
No
with a
bird.
6-liter yet, eh?
We're building money coming up from auction next month at the Meckham auction in Las Vegas. Check it out. Okay, I'll check it out. Dr. Go, right on, Billy. Dr. Go is on with us today.
Awesome.
The Bandit, get another challenger for the Bandit says get another challenger. That was my plan. Get a 70 Challenger, make it white, and make a red interior, put the 528 4-speed Dyno. Yes, but my pocket is only so big.
Yeah.
Somebody bring Nick one to build.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Nick, good evening from North Carolina. Don't forget the movie Baptism. Yeah, the
Fantastic.
main car was the black Cuda. That's right.
71.
That's right. 71 Cuda, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Someone's
Scap,
asking
for
what your Z28's doing here. It's going in storage.
going out.
Yeah,
We get snow here, unfortunately.
The
coming soon.
reason it's here is because we're doing renovations at home and the garage is full of furniture. So I need to hurry up and park the car for the winter.
Yeah.
So I brought it here for now. Anyways, the weather's cold. We're not going to drive it anyways.
No.
Yeah.
Roadrunner is on board too. Hi, Nick. What's up with the Black Diamond? Hopefully it comes very soon because I got the engine ready and I got a lot of stuff ready to install.
The last major part to happen for it was they got some rear glass, which meant they could do the perfect fitting of all the hole for that. We were waiting for that, and now they're moving forward.
Kendall is asking, hey, George and Manny gained any weight from all those goodies somewhere?
No, I think
That-
Manny's looking a little thin over there, you know?
It's Kendall's wife, Kathy. She's in,
Kathy is an awesome cook. And
she is
always
great
makes
cookies, man.
Very generous portions, too.
We have a couple cookies every morning with the coffee. And she made them gluten-free for me. Thank you, Kathy.
But running around after Nick keeps us slim.
Oh, yeah. We never stop here, man.
Slim-ish.
Darren Brizon. Darren.
Dr.
send
Go, I hope your wife is doing better.
me- Yeah,
Bob Fay.
Bob Fay, yeah.
Charles is asking me if I'm willing to get a bigger shop. I did. No matter how big of a shop I get, it's never big enough. I'll be honest, you know that, eh?
Yeah.
The shop we had before was 1/3 the size.
Of course.
Now
that was small.
we're three times the size, and right now it's already too small.
Yeah. So Bob says when he gets the car done, he'll bring it by the shop here.
Yeah.
So we can see it. That'll be awesome. Amazing.
Mac Cafe, Kruger. What's my favorite non-muscle car? Wow, Charger Dave. Edgar, hello Nick from Los Angeles. What is going on with your daughter's Z28 in the background? Okay, we're just waiting to park it away for winter storage.
No nitrous going into it this year, Nick?
Daughter drives that.
Dr. Go, you're welcome.
Yeah, speedy recovery, Dr.
For your wife, of course.
Speedy recovery. Wow. Hey, there's King Eric. Haven't seen him in a while.
Scott
Sorry if I
Kovacs.
missed you. Nice to see you, King.
Scott Camaro, all original. That's rare. 69 Copo.
Wow. That's a nice.
Nico, Bandit's talking to you right
Hey,
here.
Bandit. How are you? And yeah, I'll say hi to Leo and see him next time.
There you go.
Awesome.
Michael says, love your live stream. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in Monday for the Cut Show.
And thanks again, Melissa, for posting my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna play the guitar here one day.
Do you have
Christmas
time
is
for the
coming.
guitar anymore? Now you've got a car, there's no time for the guitar.
Billy's asking if I ever restored or dealt with a Superbird. I came close to buying one, and I did build a 440 6-barrel complete engine matching number to a lime green Superbird a few years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
That belonged to Tony Greco. That's
Tony
right.
Greco.
Bill Dedrick is asking how much 110 octane race fuel is here per gallon. A lot more than $9.99, that's for
A
sure.
lot more. I haven't bought it lately, but it sure is a lot more than that.
Probably double, if not.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bandit, for donating to the American Red Cross. Awesome job.
Nico.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Nico.
Bandit.
Steven is asking, what do you drive?
I drive a 72 MG.
Okay, there you go.
And, Nick, you want to guess how many miles I put on it since I bought it?
How many?
How many?
1900.
Wow, you sure drive it, don't
You're
you?
driving the
Good
thing.
work.
Good for you, man.
We're only $1 from 600, everybody. Let's bust 6.
Donald's asking, where's Manny? Manny, where are you?
Manny's doing something down there.
Manny's actually working.
Yeah.
He's doing something, eh? He's always in the shop
Sir,
doing something.
He's a busy man.
Little Red Express.
What is this? Okay, if I email you later, might have your 69 Super to work on, but shipping it going to kill me from Oklahoma. We already had one car from Oklahoma.
It can be done.
Yeah, it could be done. Give me a call. I'll let you know if I can help you with the shipping. With the there's a few shipping companies. I'm trying to get Mike's car down to New York State.
And once Nick's done with it, you can drive it home and save on the shipping.
Send me an email.
Just
We'll
pay
get in touch.
$10,000 for gas.
It's a lot cheaper once you get across the border.
Exactly.
Nick, how much gas did you say you burned going just down to New York? With the truck
One
and
way
trailer?
with a trailer, non-aerodynamic, with a 5.7 Hemi and a 2004 Dodge pickup. $1,000 easy.
Oh,
$1,000 one way.
that's before donuts, everybody.
Almost $1,000, man. Wow. Before donuts, yeah.
Before donut.
You remember when
Canadian
a road
dollars.
trip
I'm talking
used to
about
be cheap?
Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
it's
Tony,
40%.
knocking us over
Tony.
$600 with a nice $10 for the American Red Cross.
Thank you, Tommy.
JC.
Thank you.
Oh, I called him Tony. Sorry, Tommy. Sitting sideways to the computer here. Always an excuse from George.
Anti-stupid. Pour the manifold vacuum for the ignition advance argument. I use vacuum port on idle. You know, sometimes when you have you want to rumble,
Yeah.
you know, let's say you put your super full advance without the vacuum at 36 degrees, and then you want to have a good idle to get more vacuum for your power brakes, you put a vacuum, port vacuum to advance your timing.
Yeah.
But if you want that rough idle, put it on, take out the vacuum, let it idle at a less RPM.
Yeah.
I mean, not less RPM, less ignition timing, and then you can have that rumble idle like a Harley Davidson. That's what I tell everybody. And we did that with that 318 stroker.
Isn't that what everybody wants? That
Yeah.
rifle?
Yeah.
Come on,
That's a
everybody wants
beautiful
that.
sound to it.
Do you always deck the blocks to 0? If I do deck him, yes, I bring him to 0.
Be close.
Which we have one right there, the 440. That's been decked to 0, which you just did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll deck a block, not because I'm looking for a good quench. If it's rusty or pitted, we'll deck it for a reason, like you did with that 354
That's
Hemi.
right.
Ron Massey, donated
Boom.
20. Wow, nice.
Wow,
Thank you, Ron.
Ron. Amazing.
Bob, give me an email. Send me an email on that B-Body Dana. Wow, look at this. Ron Massey donated $20
Nick, if I could
to the
just
American
remind
Red
everybody,
Cross.
when
Look.
you donate through YouTube giving like this, every cent goes to the American Red Cross. There's no cost. YouTube doesn't skim anything.
No,
We don't
it
get
goes-
any this.
all of it goes there.
Straight from
That's
your
good.
credit card
That's
to
good.
the charity in question.
That's
and
right.
nobody does more with the money than the American Red Cross, as far as I can tell, because they're almost 95% volunteers.
That's right.
So they make that money go a long way. And
Yeah.
all they're doing is relieving suffering. Like,
So every dollar is used for help.
we're so proud to be able to help out.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And look at that giant one from Dr. Go, $50.
Wow.
Awesome
Wow,
sauce.
Dr. Gold, thank you.
Also, guys, if you don't have any money to give them, you can go and volunteer yourself, or you can give a pint of blood. There's so many ways to help out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
American
for doing
Red
so.
Cross, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks,
Nick,
Nick.
will you deck the heads too if you show them was pitted? Yeah, if they are pitted, yes. That's what we're just showing on the.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. If they're pitted, yes, I will deck the block or the heads, yes.
One last thing on the American Red Cross, I'm just going to mention, Nick, if you comment on the video, not here in the chat, but on the video in all one word, American Red Cross, we're going to be picking one of those comments at the end of the year, and they're going to get the nice custom-made road sign from Nick's Garage.
Yes, the one from Tim,
That's right.
from BC. Yes, we have it upstairs in the office for give it before Christmas, right?
That's right. It's the Auto Route 440 Nick's Garage
Yeah,
sign.
that is
That's
special.
a-
That's an official piece of metal
I know.
that they use on the highways.
But you don't have to donate to get in for that. All you need to do is comment. And
Keith Harris,
thank-
$20.
Somebody anonymous
And
donated.
anonymous, 50.
Wow.
Awesome. You guys
Thank
are
you, guys.
blowing
Thank
me
you.
away.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
wanted to give their name.
Some people don't want to give their names. My dad was that way, Nick. All his charity donations, he didn't want to have his name on it. He thought that that's the proper way to do charity. is
That
to
way
do
the
it
wife
on-
doesn't find out.
That's
either.
right, eh? Okay. Jack Flaming Fanny. Greetings, Nick from West Virginia. What's your opinion of a Dodge ending the Dodge Challenger line this year? Well, it's the end of the era for the Challenger, unless it comes out electric. I'm not sure, but right now, the V8 Hemi is gone.
Yeah.
23 was the last year.
You
Done.
know
Last
they're going
call.
to make something cool, though.
I
Dodge
don't
is
know.
always going to make something cool.
Yeah.
Something's going to come out.
Yeah.
That Charger, that new electric Charger. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's true. Wow, look at this. Oh, no. Oh.
Okay. Hi, Nick. The Ford guy wish
Joe,
wish you all the
he
best.
sent us $50. Joe
Yeah.
Filati.
Well,
Wish the
thank you,
Ford
Joe.
guys-
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much. Sorry we missed it.
Hi, Nick. The Ford guys wish you all the best. Thank you, John. We got Ford guys on board. That's great,
Yeah, we
man.
wish them good too.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
And
We're all
Nick
car
takes
guys.
And by the way, I just want to say something. One of my favorite cars I saw in Bridgehampton at the museum I went to was a Boss 429 Mustang.
Yeah.
Awesome car,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
Boss 429.
I saw-
I took 40 pictures of that.
I saw one, Nick, when I went to Tim Wellborn's museum. That's a place we should go visit. Hungarian cabbage rolls. That sounds good.
That's from
Whoa,
Scott. From
yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
Tasty. Love a cabbage roll.
The Bandit.
No, Bandit, there were no trophies at the show. It was strictly, nothing was challenged there as a trophy, who's first class, second class.
Just
It
getting
was-
invited to that
That's
show was
just,
like a trophy.
that's right. Just getting invited there was a trophy, let me tell you.
Thank you, Peter. Awesome donation to the American Red Cross. $20. Wow, look at that number. It's over 700, Nick. We're heading for 800 tonight.
Wow, it's doing good. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, so many people around the world need help right now.
They do.
Oh, yes.
Sadly,
a lot.
sadly, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't need things like the American
Yeah.
Red Cross?
And then Rustard says, hello, Nick, from Castle Rock, Colorado. Rick says, hey, Nick, may I have a leaky valve in my slant 6? Can I install new valves at home and head work? Any tips? Yeah, if you could. If you see the seat on the cylinder is not bad, put a new valve, lap it in with some valve grinding compound. If you got a 360-degree surface on the seat of the cylinder head, then go ahead and do it.
Hey, Blinky, thanks for checking in for all the way from New Zealand. My goddaughter is heading your way. Hope she gets to meet you.
Here's another one here. Ed Gallo. Hello, Nick. Team, great show tonight. Thanks from, oh, sorry, that's Blinky 1. Blinky, thank you, man.
There we go.
Where is it? El Gallo, which they make more power, the 440 dual quads or the dual quad cross ram? I don't know. You know which one? Cross ram 440 or the dual quad?
Thank
I
you,
don't know
Ed.
that one.
Donation of $5 from Ed
It was a
Grant.
426
Thank you, sir.
cross ram. Then the
Ed Grant,
440
thank
never
you.
came.
Thank you, Ed. Sorry?
The 426 had the cross ram.
That's
not the
right.
440.
I know.
Yeah. I think the cross ram did better.
Don't forget to smash that like button, people.
Lower RPM for sure.
Joel from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Thanks for checking in from PA.
The Sonnet one, Green Hearts.
Nice.
Mellow Art Customs. Gotta go. Premier's busy tonight. Can't keep up with both.
There you go.
Anyways, there's so much we could talk all night here. We're gonna never stop, man.
Thanks for checking in, Metal Art. And hey, people, if you want to go see some other great YouTube, check him out. Metal Art Customs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Bandit.
How is Steve doing?
Steve?
Steve,
Which Steve? There's so many Steves.
the one we made a comment on, he wasn't doing well.
Steve, who wasn't there?
He's with Barrett Jackson,
Yeah.
Motor Trend, Hot Rod,
Steve
Magnati.
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 I haven't seen an update on him in the last couple of weeks, but
Anybody
the last
know?
one I heard was he was going in the right direction.
He was, eh?
He was sitting in the
He's a
chair.
great guy, man. He's a great guy. Maybe someone could tell us how he's doing.
That's old news for
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
yeah, if anybody's got some more recent updates, we'd love to hear.
All right.
It was one of his Barrett Jackson cohorts that was doing updates, and I haven't
Let-
caught any in a couple of weeks.
Robo Pasioco is asking, let's hit $1,000 on Red Cross. Well, let's try, hopefully.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We're
That'll
gonna
be
see how
great.
much we
Yeah.
can crank it up to by the end of the year.
Charger Dave says, thank you for what you do for us. You're welcome.
Thank you, Charger Dave.
Michael, hi, Nick from Ohio. Thank you. Douglas B, thanks again for the great show. Always learn a lot.
We love you all.
We try to
Douglas.
teach a
Thank
lot
you.
of guys a lot of
well,
things,
Nick,
you know?
Like I said, we did it quite a bit, especially.
Yeah, we have a lot of good viewers, man.
And there's Melissa driving them all. Thank you, Melissa. Best moderator on the chats.
Oh, yes, we have to thank Melissa. I keep forgetting the poor lady. I keep forgetting. Melissa,
Wish you could have one of these cookies, Melissa. They're incredible.
yeah. Ed Gallo says,
Bill did. He keeps on asking how much the octane. I have no clue.
no,
It's got to be probably $25 a gallon.
probably. Oh, yeah. Philip would know. He buys racing fuel. We don't buy racing fuel here. We run a lot of Petro Canada 94 octane. Racing fuel is one my brother brings in, which he'll probably bring next week to test the Hemi. I don't know what he pays for it. He brings it on his own, so I have no idea. But it's a lot more than what you guys pay.
I know it's
100%.
expensive because I won't name the customer, Nick, but one of your clients came in here with a 6-figure car, and this gentleman has plenty to spread around. But he was complaining about the price of his jet fuel that he had to put in that car. If it was too much for him, it's too much.
Pussycat, hello from Daytona Beach, Florida. How you doing? Wow, Gearhead Ted. Hi, I'm Nick, a crew from Deer Park, Washington.
Thanks for watching.
Rob Moore's all new cars by 2020 will have driver monitoring software and that can shut down the car if it detects aggressive, erratic, or intoxicated driving.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow, that's
that'd be nice. People that
okay.
drink a lot.
Erratic and intoxicated driving, yes, but if somebody's doing some spirited driving, there's got to be a feature to shut that down.
Maybe there'll be places where you're okay, like once you drive into the track, that nanny gets taken off or something.
Yeah, could
Let's
be.
hope.
Jeff, hello from Wisconsin.
I'll stick to the old cars.
Yeah, or we'll find out where they put that mechanism and yank it out.
Well, technology is coming up.
Thank you,
along the way,
Darren.
right?
They never made a dual quad 440. You are correct.
Yeah. Darren, fire off Nick.
Joel is
email with
asking.
your phone number, please.
Joel is asking, what is that in the background? Where?
What's he got?
We got the Hemi here.
There's another Hemi.
All right, that's another Hemi.
In
I
the
don't think
background,
we've
there's
seen
a flow bench,
Yeah, full bench, a
Hemi,
Hemi, a cast
the
crank
green
there.
wheel.
Yeah. The green wheel. Oh, yeah, I see what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Maybe we're looking at this.
Could be. I don't think they can see it though. Maybe
Maybe they were looking at the flow bench.
David says hello from Alabama. Hi, that like button. Yes. Bandit, well, so much. We could go on forever. It'll never stop. I mean, you know what? Here, let George show it off. There's a degree wheel, flow bench, a Hemi, connect rods, pistons, you name it.
There's a Honda head, but don't show that.
No, that's our welder Dan, who I give him the spot. He works on his 4-cylinder Honda,
He still didn't.
which is right here, 4-cylinder Honda. Anyways, it's all good. And if anybody's asking what this is,
That like
This is a piston ring gapper. It follows the rings to the gap you wish. So if you buy pistons 30 over and you get 35 oversized rings, you want to gap them to, let's say, 19 thou gap. You keep trimming with that, put in the bore with a flat piston, measure it, put a filler gauge, and you're done. And with this, you do it a lot faster than the old grinder.
Awesome. One more of Nick's cool tools.
Yeah.
If we're
Anyways,
well over an hour, I know you
Okay.
wanted to keep it to an hour tonight, so I'll let you know we've gone over.
so let me tell everybody where's Manny. He's good on this. Manny, where are you, buddy? Don't forget to subscribe and like.
Yeah. Oh, you took his line.
Yeah, Manny, I took your line. I took your line.
Manny is teaching.
The like and subscribe.
We'll give you one chance, Manny. We're just signing off.
Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Guys, we
And-
appreciate all of you, and
And it doesn't cost anything.
it costs nothing.
It's free.
All right?
Hey, good news. 774 on the Red Cross.
Wow,
Nice.
that's great. That's great.
That's a good number.
We got to thank all our viewers on that one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And thank you for
helping
everything.
us.
Melissa, everybody, our
Yeah.
Patreon supporters, our viewers, our supports for Red Cross. And of course,
everyone,
you
man.
guys, of course, everybody. Everybody's in the shop.
Guys, thank you for
Muscle cars
watching.
alive.
That's right. And thanks you guys for watching us here. And thanks for watching us here tonight on Nick's Garage.
Thanks, everyone.